If there is any better place to be, this must be at the late Osman Saho football field. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. You most welcome and welcome to the late Osman Saho football field. It is the GFF Men's Division 1 promotion playoff between TMT and Sibanor United, and the game is of course live on LSTV1 at the cabin Parliament Fadi Alasanba Ayuba and the team behind camera operations. TMT dressed in their colorful white and green shirts, green and white socks, and white socks playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin, whilst the boys from Sibanor are dressed in blue colors playing from our left to right. In case you're just joining us, Parliament Fati, Ayuba and the team behind camera operations and TMT under the guidance of Osman Jaune and Sankung Jaune have started this game with Yusufa Sanyang in goal for the Master Tamba, Tony Senghor, Mustafa Sedikan, Mustafa Toure, Malik Conte, Yankuba Sise, Yaya Ndong, team captain Omar Marong, Ali Hussein and Modlamin Demba completes the 11, whilst Ibrahima Kamara and his boys have started this game with Ibrahima Sane in goal, landing Jaju team captain Seni Nyase, Wakeba Sen, Francis Gomez, Modu Seidi, Lasana Jame, Usman Kamara, Sankung Osunkaru Baji, Adama Kamara and Vicente Mendy completes the 11 on Sibanor under the guidance of Ibrahima Kamara, whilst Osman Jaune on the technical dugout for TMT, of course in the top division against the second division club, and TMT in this year's top division finished 14th with 33 points, while Sibanor finished 5th with 51 points, and the winner will face the winner between Elite and Balosar in tomorrow's class at the late Osman Saho football field. Of course, it is just the beginning, and the score is already 0-0. Alasan, welcome to the late Osman Saho football field in the promotional playoffs between TMT and Shiba Nor, of course, coming to you live from the late Osman Saho football field, where the winner will advance to the final to either play Elite United or Balosar in the final of the promotion playoff.
Thank you very much, Pa. It's been a fantastic evening here. A favorable weather, a game that attracts every football lover here, a game that all teams definitely need it here to proceed to the final to meet either Elite or Balashar. But these are teams of different maturity. TMT, a team that have played in the GFF First Division League, while Sibanor United, a team that is getting a debut in the Gambia Second Division League, is doing absolutely well. They finished fifth in the second division league, while TMT suffered in the fourth division league that took them to this level of play in this game today here. Anyway, it's definitely going to be a fantastic class, as I know both teams definitely knows what it takes to get themselves a spot here, and of course how much it hit when they definitely win this game and then advance to the final here. Sibano would definitely want to win and then get themselves a spot in the final, and of course when they are to do it, they do it to exceed themselves in the fourth division league.
Of course, it's a huge class from the Osman Saho football field. The game between Team TMT and Sibanor United, and TMT in a mixture of green and white, while Sibanor in blue colors, playing from our right to left or left to right Sibanor, whilst TMT from our right to left. It's a corner for the top division club, TMT, under the guidance of Usman Jaune. Ibrahima Kamara on the technical dugout for the Sibanor base side. It's a corner, crowded penalty area. Key of the players of TMT arrived at the scene in trying to get something from this, partly done and of course partly cleared by Vicente Mendy, who drops deep for some defensive duty. Fantastic header. Currently key of the players of Sibanor currently behind the ball in trying to keep the ball as much as they could. And now the chance to Master Tamba, for the Master Tamba, who is already one of the central defenders, back to the short stopper Yusuf Asanya. TMT currently enjoying possession around the center circle. Fantastic control from Mustafa Sedikan to Fode Tamba, who launched that ball forward, trying to connect the run of the center forward, who could not connect to that ball as the ball is already off for a throw in on the far side. And it's a throw in to TMT, the top division club, who finished 14th in this year's top division with 33 points, while Sibanor United finished 5th with 51 points. TMT, Tony Senghor gets that ball. This time it is Seni Nyasi who partly controlled that ball, but unfortunately could not keep it in play. And now the chance for Tony once again. Tony Senghor to the short stopper Yusuf Asanya. TMT currently enjoying the moment deep in their own half. Every player of Sibanor United currently behind the ball. And in case you're just monitoring situations, TMT has started this game with Yusuf Asanyang in goal. Fode Master Tamba, Tony Senghor, Mustafa Sedi Khan, Mustafa Toure, Malik Conte, Yankuba Sise Yayandong, Omar Marong, Aliou Sen and Modlamin Demba completes the 11, and TMT dressed in green and white colors, while Sibanor United under Ibrahima Kamara, starting with Ibrahima Sane in goal, Landing Jaju, Seni Nyasi Fakeba Sen, Francis Gomez, Modu Seidi, Lasana Jame, Usman Kamara, Sunkaru Baji, Adama Kamara and Vicente Mendy completes the 11, and now the boys in blue colors. Vicente has already lost possession, and TMT will use the moment to break. TMT will now rely on Yankuba Sise around the edge of the 18, and the central referee has already given an opportunity. It's a set piece. Omar Salah is the central referee, assisted by Sengalan, Dauda Baji and Modu Bah as the fourth assistant referee, whilst Omar Jeng serves as the match commissioner. And currently it's a set piece at a promising angle. More and more people arriving at the late Osman Saho football field. Of course, this game has a lot of interest. Of course, this afternoon, it's a clash between TMT and Sibanor, whilst Elite will face Balosar tomorrow afternoon at the same venue. Two players currently behind the ball. Yankuba Sise is one of those players alongside Malik Conte. Yankuba Sise and Malik Conte currently behind the ball. Malik Conte probably will take this. Yankuba Sise now floats. This time is a low drive, fantastic defending coming from the Sibanor base side. Vicente now getting it forward to Seni Nyase. Seni operates as one of the wing backs, getting that ball to Fakeba Sen, a player currently on loan from Bereuleng. Dribble pass one, still looking for penetration. Back to the midfielder, and now the team captain will pick possession. Seni Nyasi once again. Seni to Landing. Landing Jaju, the central defender, to Usman Kamara, who is operating as one of the midfielders, playing as the central midfielder. This time Vicente is a header into the gloves of the shot stopper. That's a magnificent chance, glorious opportunity for Sibanor United to get their noses in front of Kozalasan. That's a huge opportunity, but Vicente's header rolls straight into the gloves of the shot stopper, Yusuf Asanyang, who gathered that ball with ease.
Well, that was definitely a great combination from the Sibanor base, the Blue Boys of this afternoon here. Look at the run. They know definitely what they are playing against. They know definitely the team that they are playing against. They will definitely want to use the defense to solidify the defense and let TMT enjoy possession. And of course, they will definitely want to capitalize from the little chances that they are going to have in this afternoon. And of course, Vicente have won the best chance so far in this afternoon here, and he squandered it. I think Yusufa was so much good in that position. Of course, that to well guarded that ball for TMT. If not, Vicente could have definitely scored. And then conceding a game like this at this early minute of the game would definitely mean a lot in your tax, because I know Fita, the tactic that he is coming here today with is let's defend with everybody, and also when we are attacking, let us attack with everybody. You see so far how the game is playing. When they are attacking, everybody is on top, they are attacking, and of course whenever they lose the ball, they will have to drop back from Vicente to the last man. They will all have to contribute in the charge, because they know they are playing against a team that is well matured than them, and of course a team that is playing a higher level than them here.
Thank you very much, Alasan. In case you're just monitoring situations, this is coming to you live from the late Osman Saho football field in Yundum, and it is the promotional playoffs between TMT and Sibanor United. The score is currently 0-0, and it has been a magnificent beginning between the two sides. In goal for Sibanor is Ibrahima Sane, Landing the team captain. Seni Nyasi operates on one of the wings. Fakeba Sen, Francis Gomez, Modu Sedi, Lasana Jame, Osman Kamara, Sunkaru Baji, Adama Kamara, and Vicente Mendy completes the 11. TMT under Osman Jawane, starting with Yusuf Asanyang in goal for the Master Tamba, Tony Senghor, Mustafa Sedikan, Mustafa Toure, Malik Conte, Yankuba Sise Yayandong, Omar Marong, Aliou Sen, and Modlamin Demba completes the 11. Now TMT around the center through Mustafa Sedikan to Master Tamba, who floats that ball forward once again. Now it is Omar Marong. TMT will solely try to get something done, and currently having a tough challenge from Sibanor United. Cross comes in, almost eludes every other player, and now it's a throw in for Sibanor United, who will rely on one of the wing backs to deliver the throw. Modlamin Demba is operating on the left side of the defense, whilst on the right is Seni Nyasi. The score is 0-0 in case you're just monitoring situations, and Sibanor started their journey in the West Coast Region 3rd Division, where the team got defeated in the final of the 2023-24 season when they lost to Balosar. It ended 3-all at the Boxbar Mini Stadium before Balosar defeating Sibanor on post-match shootout. The following season, 2024-25, Sibanor United got the better of Kunkujang Friends 2-1 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium to clinch the West Coast Region 3rd Division, and in 2025-26 played their very first season in the 2nd Division. But before the 2nd Division, came through the promotion playoffs where the side advanced after defeating Ali Sow at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri. It ended goalless before the side advanced on post-match shootout. In 2025-26 was the debut season for Ibrahim Kamara and his boys, and the side finished 5th with 51 points in their debut season, of course giving them the opportunity to play in the promotional playoffs where they're currently facing TMT for a spot in the final. Who is advancing to the final and who is crashing out remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, both sides will definitely love to advance to the final where they will face either Elite or Balosar, who face off at the Osman Saho football field tomorrow afternoon. Already the central referee, Omar Salah, has already given the advantage and already is a set piece for Sibanor United. Impressive turnout, Alassane, at the late Osman Saho football field. Of course, the game is lively, entertaining on and off the pitch. Of course, off the pitch, the turnout is definitely impressive.
Definitely impressing, and of course, this is something that I definitely expected to see here because I know Sibanor is one of the youngest teams when it comes to the number of years that they spend in the Gambian's divisional league level. And I know how many fans that they normally really get behind them. Looking at the whole Funi, always love supporting Sibanor, and of course, and they do always travel to support their boys because Sibanor is a club that is definitely named after Sibanor itself. But then Funi people do always see it as their own club, as their own team. So they always want to come out and in good number to support them. And also looking at TMT also, is a team that is already matured in the league, playing in the 4th division league level here. I expect when those teams are having a class together to see a massive turnout here, and of course we are definitely seeing the replicants of that here. But so far it's a fantastic game here as both on and off the pitch has been already attracting everybody here off the pitch. We have good number of fans that are definitely here to support their teams, and in the pitch also we are definitely seeing a fantastic performance from the both sides. TMT showing maturity over Sibanor, showing possession over Sibanor, letting them understand that football sometimes maturity counts here. We were playing in the 4th division league and you guys were playing in the 2nd division league, but Sibanor are responding for any danger that come their way so far here.
Thank you very much, Alassane. But in case you're just monitoring situations, the score is already 0-0. TMT 0, Sibanor United 0 is the current score. Omar Salah, the central referee, has already instructed the player to wait for the whistle. Impressive turnout from the late Osman Saho. Currently TMT with the advantage. Malik Conte is the player behind the ball. 3-man wall assembled by Ibrahim Kamara and his boys. And Sibanor will hope to defend this. The short stopper Ibrahim Sane is also giving instructions. Crowded penalty area Sibanor, whilst TMT prepares to deliver this. The player in question is Malik Conte, 34. Conte Malik with a left-footed drive into the gloves of the short stopper that would have got the goalkeeper unaware, but the goalkeeper was alert enough to gather that ball with ease. That was definitely impressive from the left-sided wing-back Malik Conte.
Definitely well placed ball there, but I think the goalkeeper was definitely well alert on that to come and then gather it safely for Sibanor. If not, I think they should definitely be very much cautious of creating set pieces like this one because he's a bowler that looks to be a specialist in taking that one. Looking at how the barrier was definitely properly built there by the goalkeeper, and of course how he was able to pin that ball out of the barrier there to get a target from that the spot would definitely tell you that he's a very good bowler when it comes to set pieces, and of course I'm seeing Sibanor being very much watchful on that.
Thank you very much, Alassane. It is once again TMT around the center, Mustafa Sedi Khan to Malik Conte. Malik getting it forward. Now it's going to be a tussle between the right back and the player has been bundled off the ball and rewarded by central referee Omar Salah, who is under the assistance of Said Galan, Dauda Baji, Modu Ba, the 4th assistant referee, whilst Omar Jang is the match commissioner. Both technicians are industrious on the technical area. Head coach Ibrahim Kamara
is seen very calm and composed on the technical area, whilst Osman Jaune is moving up and down, giving instructions to his boys. Landing the team captain for Sibanor United, spreading it wide to his defensive partner, Lassana Jame. Now Sibanor United will use the moment to drive forward. This is Seni Nyasi trying to unlock the defense. Cross comes in. That is high and wide. And Seni seems to have now moved from the right side of the defense to the left side of the attack. Number 7 on his back. Of course, we have the twin brothers Seni and Sana, but currently we believe Sana is on the bench while Seni is already part of the players that are currently starting this contest. It's a goal kick for TMT, and the score is already 0-0 with an impressive turnout from the late Osman Saho football field. And TMT won the second division in 2022-23 season. The team advanced to the top division, and in that following season, the team had the chance of playing in the final of the Men's FF Cup when they lost to Medina United in Basori into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Impressive delivery from Seni Nyasi, but the shot stopper was allowed enough to guard that ball with ease. And now the chance for TMT to drive forward once again. And TMT, after winning the second division in 2022-23, played the final of the Men's FF Cup in 2023-24 season. In 2024-25 season, the team advanced to the final for the second time in the Men's FF Cup, but lost to Greater Tomorrow at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And of course, in the just concluded Men's Division 1, the team got to the round of 32 before losing to Serekunda FC on post-match shootout after the game ending 2-2. But currently facing Sibanor United, Vicente will solely drive forward. The former under-17 forward Vicente. And Vicente has been penalized. Already the ball has been handed to TMT, who will solely get that ball from their own half. It has been an impressive showdown from the late Osman Saho football field, and of course we are definitely loving the atmosphere and of course the performance coming from both ends. But we believe, Alassane, a goal will totally change the dynamics of this contest. Any of the sides to score first probably might put a lot of pressure on the opposition.
Definitely something expected here. Any team that score first is definitely expected to put a lot of pressure in the other one here to get a comeback here from down to equalize the level here would definitely be a very big task for any of the team that concede here in this, especially in this early minutes of the game. So I know none of the side would definitely want to concede here in these early moments. But looking at TMT, they are playing a very, very good tactic. It's like they have been watching Sibanor United for over games, their past games. Because look at Francis Gomez being one of the most outstanding player for Sibanor United so far in this game. He have been pinned, and always they will try and then put a good number of players on him whenever they are putting an attack on. Whenever Sibanor is advancing, you will have somebody that is already look like a man-match system there. Francis is one of those players that when you definitely want to man him in a game, when you definitely want to stop him in a game, those are one of the tactics that you will play against him, and you can definitely see TMT at the moment playing that formation. But they have to be aware that Seni is somebody that is very, very much good in set pieces. Whenever he crosses, always dangerous. And so far, he have made 2 crosses that when they get a touch, they would have definitely resourced to a goal here.
Thank you very much, Alassane. It has been an impressive and lively game from the late Osman Saho football field. And of course, we have seen some other people asking of the volume, but I think it's already sorted out. But already the score is 0-0. TMT around the center trying to enjoy possession. And the top division club still with the ball, trying to unlock the solid defense of Sibanor United. To team captain and center forward Yaya Ndong. Yaya, the most experienced player, and TMT strike over the crossbar. That seems to be a disappointing strike from the player in question, and Sibanor United will have the moment to get the ball from their own half. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that it is the promotion playoff between Team TMT and Sibanor, coming to you live from the late Osman Saho football field with an impressive turnout. Fans continue to pile in numbers to watch this crucial showdown. The winner will advance, whilst the loser will crash out entirely. Ibrahim Kamara and his boys, before coming to this year's second division, when you ask the coach will always tell you the objective is to maintain the team in the second division. But already they were able to achieve that, and now got the chance of playing in the promotion playoffs. I think, Alassane, that is of course another objective that has been attained by Sibanor United. One, to maintain the team in the second division. And of course, the second one is of course get the team to the playoffs, which is already attained, and of course could have the chance to of getting to the final if they are able to win this game against TMT. And of course, TMT on the other hand, they would love to get a victory here to have any chance of playing in the final, where they will face either Elite United or Balosa.
Sure, it was definitely the main objective for Usman alias Fita. I know when he was starting this league, when you talk to him, he would definitely tell you my goal, my main aim is not to see myself play in the first division next season, but is to maintain the team in the second division league, come and then prepare it for the coming season. And now they have definitely see themselves in playing a sport in the qualifiers here to get themselves a spot in the final if possible. And of course, I think now that's the biggest dream here that he would definitely have. He will definitely want to play only a single season, only one season in the second division league, and see himself in the second division league.
Thank you very much. Cross comes in over the standby to the rescue, and Aliu Sen arriving on the goalkeeper, alert enough to gather that ball with ease. That was indeed a scare for Sibanor United, and TMT must be very much disappointed. The score is already 0-0 in case you're just monitoring it from the late Osman Saho football field and live on LSTV1. It is of course on both Facebook and YouTube. Parlamin Fatia Lasanba, Ayuba and the team behind camera operations. And it has been a magnificent beginning. Aliu Sen. Aliu, one of the youngsters who joined the club in the second round of matches. Aliu Sen from Grand Cassia, a Nawetan team from C4 to the C4 Kombosa District Football Tournament team before having any chance of playing in the top division. And Aliu has been an impressive figure for TMT. Already Ibrahim Kamara has been moving up and down on the technical dugout, giving instructions to his boys, and he will love to get a goal before going back into the dressing room, whilst Osman Jaune and his boys will equally love to have the same thing. It has been an impressive moment for both sides, but neither of the sides could hit the back of the net as the score remains barren. Yusuf Asanyang in goal for TMT. In the opposite goal post is Ibrahim Asane, and the score is 0-0 for the Master Tamba to his defensive partner. Of course, now is Tony Senghor. Tony Senghor, one of the mid defenders for TMT Football Club, for the Master Tamba, who has been one of the longest serving players in the team. Aliu Sen drives forward, but he has been blocked to touch by one of the central defenders. Of course, the midfielder Osman Kamara. And Aliu Sen will slowly move forward once again. It's a throw in swiftly taken. Now the chance for TMT to drive forward. Could they use the moment? Yankuba, and already the ball is off, as signaled by the assistant referee, Seth Galan. Seth Galan is one of the assistant referees to Omar Salah. Omar Salah, the referee, assisted by Seth Galan. Dauda Baji, Moduba, the fourth assistant referee, and Omar Cheng, the match commissioner. Entertaining and lively with an impressive turnout from the late Osman Saho football field. Probably we could have one of the biggest turnout as far as promotion playoffs is concerned. Of course, Sibanor United being backed by a huge number of supporters. Equally TMT, their supporters will love to see their team advance to the next level of the promotion playoffs. Now Usman Kamara for Sibanor United to Francis Gomez, the talisman, who lays that ball forward to Vicente. Could this be a moment? Vicente blocked indecently by the shot stopper Yusuf Asanya. Fakeba Sen strikes, could not connect to any of the advancing players. Another glorious opportunity for Sibanor United, and once again Vicente had every opportunity to find or hit the back of the net, but the shot stopper Yusuf Asanyang to the rescue for the second time for TMT Football Club.
Sure, that was a very, very big opportunity for Sibanor United to lead up the scoreline here, but so unfortunate that Vicente Gomez couldn't definitely make that opportunity to count for Sibanor United here. I think these are one of the 1-2 chances that a good striker should definitely not allow himself of missing. You get it first time with your head, the goalkeeper was there right to gather the one. You get it second time, an opportunity like that one, a masterclass combination. Look at Francis Gomez where he get that ball from. It was definitely a clear pass there. You just need one touch and then you will definitely lead it to the goal net there, and then you will let your teammate lead in the scoreline here. But this is the second chance, and then the second time he is missing it. I think now this might be the last opportunity that TMT would definitely love him to get here, and they will definitely need to be very much cautious on how fast the forward line of Sibanor United is always. Whenever they get the ball, 1-2 touch it, they are already in the third box there to get something out of there. I think TMTs need to be very much cautious of that. Let them not allow Sibanor United to get that possession. Let them not allow Sibanor United to play 1-2 football here, because whenever they get it, the second pass, the third pass is already into their last man there, and then all the time it used to be the goalkeeper. Once he misses it, it's definitely going to be the goal net, and Sibanor United will lead the scoreline here.
Thank you very much, Alasan. It has been an entertaining and impressive showdown already. Ibrahim Kamara very calm on the technical area. Sibanor dressed in blue, whilst TMT in green and white. TMT will surely drive forward. Played in the top division this season. Finished 14th with 33 points. Whilst Ibrahim Kamara and his boys finished 5th with 51 points. TMT around the center, trying to maneuver his way. And the player in question was able to succeed in that. Yusufa Sanyang. Tony Senghor, one of the central defenders. Tony this time driving it low. Francis Gomez picking it. Dribble pass. The team captain still trying to maneuver his way. He has been brought down, but central referee said nothing to it. And is that going to be a foul as judged by the players? But central referee wait for a play on. Now Yankuba Sise. Osman Kamara is one of the midfielders for Sibanor United. And now Fakeba Sen. Sibanor United now enjoying it. Player has been rustled. And Ali Hussein has been penalized by the central referee Omar Salah. Assisted by Seth Galan, Dauda Baji, Modu Badi for the assistant referee, and Omar Jeng, the match commissioner. Entertaining and lively. Both sides are trying to be as cautious as possible. If they don't score, they wouldn't love to concede. Who is going to score and who is going to concede first remains to be seen. But already we have seen both sides crafting opportunities but fail to hit the back of the net. Landing Jaju team captain to Fakeba Sen. Fakeba brought down. Now the chance for Sibanor to drive forward once again. Could this be a moment? Cross comes in. Vicente. It's a low drive. Another wasteful opportunity from Vicente. I think this is the third successive time from Vicente. I think he should have capitalized by now. But unfortunately, he squandered all the chances that came on his part.
Definitely, Vicente should definitely now at this moment lead the scoreline for Sibanor United. But so unfortunate that he keeps squandering their chances and chance upon chance, opportunity upon opportunity for Sibanor United. And they should definitely be remember that they are playing against a team that is more mature than them, a team that is playing in the Gambian's highest level of football here, a team that is more compact than them. If you look at TMT, they have been competing in the first division league, and then while for them they have been competing in the second division league. You get opportunities like this, you squander them. When they get theirs, they will definitely not squander it, and then they will score, and then that will become the end of the game here. And Vicente is having the guy with more opportunities, and we are yet to see any of them count here.
Thank you very much, Alasan Pa. It has been an entertaining and lively showdown. Who is going to win it remains to be seen, and TMT will surely get that. Takes that swiftly. Trying to get an opener here. Yankuba Sise. Spreading it wide to Malik Conte. Cross comes in, and Ibrahim Sane arriving just in time, urging his players to calm down. It's a clash between an experienced and experienced side. Sibanor United in the top second division, whilst TMT in the top division. Sibanor will drive forward. Adama Kamara, Seni Nyase. Sibanor enjoying every moment now, trying to keep the ball as much as they could. Fakeba Sen to landing the team captain. The boys in blue colors enjoying it in their half. Landing to his defensive partner. Francis Gomez, fantastic back heel, trying to reconnect the run of Seni Nyase. Ali Hussein picks it for TMT, a wasteful one. And Fakeba Sen will now drive forward, trying to get some step overs. Ali Hussein once again to the rescue of TMT. One of the youngsters, Sen Aliu, 21 on his back, will now switch the play from the right to the left, or left to the right. And Aliu could not connect to any of the players on the far end as the ball roll out for a throw in, and Sibanor United will use the moment to wind down the clock as the score is currently 0-0 from the late Osman Saho football field, currently situated in Yundum, West Coast region, the Gambia. And Seninyasi to Osman Kamara. Osman Kamara is one of the midfielders for head coach Ibrahim Kamara's side, and fans still arriving at the Osman Saho football field. Tomorrow is another huge clash against between Elites and Balosar, and Balosar will equally hope to have the chance of getting to the final. Equally Elite is a clash between two second division sides, and this afternoon is a clash between TMT, a side playing in the top division, against a side playing in the second division of Gambian football. Who is advancing to the final now remains to be seen. TMT got qualified in the season of 2022-23 when they won the second division, and in 2023-24 played the FF Cup final. 2024-25 played the FF Cup final, but they lost both finals. On 2025-26 in the FF Cup, the side lost in their first game against Serekunda United, who got the better of Gunjur in their first game before defeating TMT in the second game. Lively and entertaining. Both sides trying to be as cautious as possible. For the Master Tamba. Master trying to connect the run of Yankuba Sise, and Yankuba could not connect to that, and finally Sibanor United having the chance of getting the ball off their line. And TMT nil, Sibanor United nil. Who is advancing and who is crashing out remains to be seen. And TMT dressed in white and green. Cross comes in. This time it's a fantastic header from landing Jaju. And landing Jaju is the team captain for the side. Yankuba Sise around the center. TMT enjoying the moment. This could be a moment to strike. Yaya Ndong. Yaya, the experienced player, landing, arriving. And already it's a goal kick as judged by the central referee, Omar Salah. Omar is the referee, assisted by Sengalan Dauda Baji. Modu Badi for the assistant referee, whilst Omar Jeng serving as the match commissioner. Both sides must be under pressure. Ibrahim Kamara and his entire technical backroom staff would love to advance to the next stage. Equally, Osman Jaune and his backroom staff will equally love to. This is Ali Hussein. It's a low drive. Massive clearance, and Sibanor United having every player behind the ball. Probably that might be their tactical lesson. Having every player behind the ball. Without the ball, everybody will love to attack.
Sure, that's the tactic that Ibrahim Kamara would definitely love to play with today, after getting to understand that he's playing against a team that is definitely also another threat, a team that is more mature than him, playing in the First Division League. So whenever he loses the ball, he always urges players, everybody to be behind the ball and chase over the ball. When they got it, they attack with a good number, and of course, and they attack with a counter formation play. That's what they're playing here today, and this is why they are definitely able to stand against TMT, not conceding still, because when you look at TMT, they are controlling the possession of the game, enjoying possession, but the good number of chances have been created by Sibanor United, because the system that they are playing against is let's defend them with the ball. Whenever they are with the ball, let us all come back and then collectively defend. When we get it, we just play a direct football. 1-2, we just kick it and then make a runner, because he understands that he have those midfielders that are definitely good in passing. Kamara is there, Francis is there. He's always good in the formation, and Vicente is that player that is always fast and he can run and physical too as well. So that's the system that he is definitely playing here today against TMT. But I think TMT, Sibanor, whenever they get a drop ball there, TMT players always used to be there. 2-3 players are always there in the dropping aspect there to win the second ball for TMT. And when you are playing against a team like this, you definitely need to be very much cautious on how much well you are defending the second balls, because in football most of the time a team that is definitely winning the second balls is a team that is expected to control the possession and also expected to win that particular game. So Sibanor have to be very much cautious on that part.
Thank you very much, Alasan. And already we have played 33 minutes unofficial, according to our unofficial clock. But both sides are still struggling to hit the back of the net after 33 minutes of unofficial minutes. And it is still a nil-nil scoreline. Which of the sides to find the back of the net for the first time remains to be seen. TMT in green and white. Sibanor United in a mixture of blue and sea green. Shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. And currently central referee Omar Salah seems to have had a discussion with the team captain Landing Jaju. Landing is the team captain for Sibanor United. And there is still a brief of discussion. And now TMT will surely deliver. Long and high one. More and more of its players arriving. And the ball has been already headed over the crossbar. And Sibanor United, the second division side, wouldn't be in any hurry as the score is already nil-nil. They would love to be as cautious as possible, whilst TMT would love to hit the back of the net. Landing Jaju. Landing going long to Vicente. Vicente trying to maneuver his way. For the Master Tamba. Getting that ball neatly. TMT enjoying possession, but not for too long. Calling in for a foul, but central referee had nothing to it. Fakeba Sen, who is a player that joined the club from Berewuleng, Francis. And Francis has been given the opportunity by the central referee. And currently discussion between Omar Salah, and that's probably going to be a yellow card. That is already a yellow card. And it's already a discussion between team captain Yayan Dong and the player in question. And Yayan Dong is the player. And now the chance for Landing Jaju to deliver. Landing with a decent one, and Sibanor United seems to be struggling to keep the ball in their opposition's half. It is still nil-nil. Who is going to win this contest now remains to be seen. But Sibanor United will love to equally TMT. And both sides played in different leagues. The top and second division. Aliu Sen. Aliu getting it low to Yankuba Sise. Aliu receiving it once more. And you could hear claps coming from the faithfuls of TMT. Yankuba Sise. Yankuba Sise. Getting it so. TMT will drive forward once more. Cross comes in. Eludes the players. Now Fakeba Sen. Fakeba Sen. And that's going to be a yellow card for Aliu Sen. And Aliu Sen has received a yellow from central referee after bringing down the player. And Adama Kamara is the player in question. Of course, that's a water yellow card. Aliu Sen, of course, wrestled the player down. Of course, Adama Kamara seems to still be in pain after that yellow card dashed out by the central referee, Omar Salah.
Sure. Indeed, a yellow card what it found. But I think definitely that player shouldn't have not made that foul. And looking at the distance, how far it is from his goal post there, and looking at the number of players, he have 4 players down there for the defensive duty there. And Sibanor we are having fewer number. I think 2 players against 4 of Sibanor facing TMT here, so you should have definitely avoided that. The cards are definitely there for the players, but you take it when it is necessary. And the foul like this, when you do them, there are other fouls that you should definitely do. When you do them, you are now going to be sent off the pitch, and you are going to haunt your team for that. And I think TMT should have not conceded that foul there. And I only hope that he will be back on his feet, and of course he is back on his feet there to keep playing for Sibanor. And now you could definitely see now Sibanor are now fully into the game, and they are now definitely sharing possession in this afternoon here. Pa.
Thank you very much. This is Francis Gomez. Clubs coming from the Sibanor United faithfuls. Adama Kamara. Adama with a left-footed drive. Now Ali Hussein will drive forward for TMT. The team captain Yaya Ndong. Yaya just arriving around the dividing line to Yankuba Sise. Yankuba having it tough against the central defender of Sibanor United. And Sibanor will try to regroup whilst TMT picks possession once again. The top division side will try to unlock the solid defense of Sibanor. We're currently having more and more of its players arriving. And now strongly headed out, and Sibanor will slowly regroup. And Malik Conte to Tony Senghor. Claps from the TMT faithfuls to the goalkeeper Yusuf Asanya. Fode Mastatamba getting it forward to Yankuba Sise. TMT trying to outplay Sibanor United. Yankuba Sise has been brought down, and central referee giving the chance to the top division side to get the ball forward. Already Yankuba Sise is down injured. Ibrahim Kamara busy, of course, very calm on the technical dugout. Impressive turnout at the Osman Saho football field in Yundum in this lively and entertaining showdown. It is the promotion playoffs. One of the two will advance and the other will crash out. It's going to be a yellow card probably. And it's a yellow card for one of the technical members of TMT. That must be as a result of a protest, Alassane.
Sure, I know definitely it's a protest. Perhaps they were protesting for an advantage to be given to TMT instead of taking that as a foul, blowing it as a foul without even giving a yellow card to this faithfuls of Sibanor. But I think TMT are also now getting one of two touches into the box of Sibanor, and Sibanor need to be very much cautious on aerial balls. Always, most of the time, aerial duels are won by the TMT boys, and it's like they have those people that are very much lanky and also good in taking on area duels, and they should come up and then capitalize on their chances. Already, both teams have definitely played fantastically well and then playing great football. Good football is being played here, and we are yet to see any goal here, and as it stands here, any of the sides, there is an open fixture here, and I think this one might be the chance for TMT.
And that was another glorious opportunity for Sibanor United, but unfortunately for the side, the ball has been defended well. Seni Nyasi and for the Master Tamba getting it forward. Osman Kamara, who has been a fantastic midfielder for Sibanor United throughout the season. Landing Jaju to Kamara Osman once again. Osman laying it forward to Adama Kamara. The marauding right back looking for support. And Osman Kamara arriving, leaving it for Francis Gomez. Francis 10 lifts it forward, trying to connect the run of the player on the far side. And the ball seems to be too strong for the player to connect Modu Sedi. And Modu Sedi arrived late. Could not keep it in play. And it's a throw in, swiftly taken by TMT Football Club. And the top division side hoping to retain their spot in the top division, while Sibanor United hopes to get a victory and get the chance of playing in the finals before reaching the top division. That's a call for a handball, but central referee hasn't seen that. The central referee is claiming that he didn't see that. But already it has been a furious technical area for TMT. Desperately in need of a goal here against Sibanor United. As things stands, the score is still 0-0 and we have already played 42 minutes on the clock unofficial. Sibanor United 0, TMT 0. Now it is Ali Hussein. Aliu on the left-sided wing to Malik Conte. Malik with a low cross. Back to Ali Hussein. Malik Conte again. Cross comes in, is a low drive. And Sibanor will get that through Francis Gomez. Osman Kamara. And now Sibanor United will slowly reconnect the run of Francis Gomez. Francis will slowly drive forward. Francis Gomez driving forward. Dribble pass one, still looking for more. Francis Gomez spreading it on the far side. And now the chance for Seni Nyasi. Could this be a moment? Strike comes in. Fantastic strike. That nearly got the goalkeeper unaware, and almost the entire technical bench thought that ball was definitely going in. That was definitely very close from Seni Nyasi, but unfortunately could not hit the back of the goal.
That was indeed so close there, and of course, a very good effort from Seni Nyasi to get the goalkeeper aware of that. He was definitely going to. I was not expecting him to kick that ball from that distance there, and he did it. And then, if that was he got on a target from that, it might result to a goal. But I think TMT are now somehow free in Francis Gomez. This is why Sibanor United have been able to get possession, and of course, been able to get those tricky opportunities in the top front there. Looking at Francis Gomez, is one of those players, and then he got here the majority of the supporters. Whenever Francis is with the ball, you could definitely hear the crowd cheering him up, and then he will definitely want to try to dribble past one. He's those players that we know that 1v1 he's definitely very difficult to stop, and I think TMT should always put a player man marking him and also getting another player in support of him, for in case that when he able to dribble past one, the other one will definitely arrive in spot before him able to decide where to pass. And always whenever he pass the ball, is always a tricky pass it becomes to for Sibanor United. So I think TMT being the more mature teams here is definitely now losing possession here, as Sibanor are picking up some other opportunities and some other possession here.
To the closing stages of the fourth period. Now the chance. Ali Hussein, could this be the moment? Into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Glorious opportunity. Massive chance for TMT, but squandered by the youngster Ali Hussein. And the goalkeeper Ibrahima Kamara of Sibanor United should receive a tap on his back. Vicente Gomez heading it backwards to Fode Master Tamba. Fode to his defensive partner, Tony Senghor. The score is already 0-0 in case you're just monitoring it from the late Osman Saho football field, and the game is live on LSTV1. And special thanks to every follower currently monitoring this game live on either our Facebook or YouTube handle. It has been a magnificent beginning coming from TMT and Sibanor. And tomorrow is a clash between Elite and Balosar. Francis Gomez trying to test the goalkeeper from that angle, but that was going to be a great goal if that ball was able to hit the back of the net. But already we have played 45 minutes. Of course, we have already exhausted the entire minutes unofficial of the first period. Any moment, probably we could see the additional minutes raised by the fourth assistant referee on the far end.
Yeah, any minute from now, we will definitely see the additional minutes here. And of course, I think now the bigger task for both sides is definitely to not to allow any goal to be conceded. And of course, it comes the end part.
And here comes the final whistle as far as the fourth service is concerned. It is half-time and half-time from the late Osman Saho football field. Half-time between TMT and Sibanor United. Both sides will be walking back into the dressing room with a 0-0 scoreline. It has been Parliament Fati Alassane Ba, Ayuba anti-team. Until then, we are off, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation. Sibanor United 0, TMT 0 is the current score at half-time.
Welcome back to the late Osman Saho football field for the continuation of the live commentary in the second and final half. The second and final half between TMT and Sibanor United. And now Sibanor will play from our right to left, whilst TMT from our left to right. And it is already a 0-0 scoreline in the first period, and both sides hoping to get the goal in the second period. Who is going to get it remains to be seen. Sibanor 0, TMT 0. And it has been an impressive first period. And fantastic pass from Francis Gomez, trying to connect the run of Fakeba Sen. But unfortunately for the side, Yusuf Asanyang arriving just in time to gather that ball with ease. Both sides picking it from where they left it, Alasan. And we believe a goal here will totally change the dynamics. And Sibanor United are currently having a player who is warming. Probably he's going to be one of the first players, if not the first, to be injected in the second period. Ibrahim Kamara has been very calm from the first whistle to that moment of the first period. And still, he seems to be very much calm and composed, whilst his opposition, Osman Jaune, seems to be moving up and down in trying to give support to his players. Already the goalkeeper is down, Yusuf Asanyang. He will need assistance from the medical team. But of course, both sides have definitely picked it from where they left it in the first half.
Definitely, both sides have definitely picked it from where they left it in the first half. And of course, now is a work for the head coaches. If their pep talk happens to work in the locker room, they will definitely work out for them in this afternoon here. But I know so far both tactical both teams have worked well in the first half. The only problem that they were having was getting that final tap in the net. None of the team was able to score. And looking at Ibrahim alias Fita is one of those best managers you can have in the second division league, and of course facing a team like this one, playing your tactical formation like this one, being able to man them for a complete 40 minutes. And now it is already 1.
And it's a goal at the late Osman Saho football field, and Yankuba Sise broke the deadlock just minutes into the second period. TMT 1, Sibanor United 0. And of course, that's a beauty of a goal. Lamin Jara, how do we describe this goal?
All of a sudden, you have to remember Mbappe and Osman Dembele. You know, having the defender in front of you, all you needed was to use the defender to your advantage, and then just deceive the goalkeeper, and then just slot it at the bottom corner. That's just a heavyweight goal. It's a beauty, pa.
Fantastic goal. TMT 1, Yankuba Sise getting the only goal so far. And Alasan, already we were talking about the game. All of a sudden, Yankuba Sise step up. He's of course one of the reliable players for this TMT side. He was at some point called to the national Chan team. And we can also say he's one of the experienced players for this time. When he received the ball, he had every space, every chance to bury that. Of course, he did it just as many expected. And already getting his side the advantage. And the question will now be, how will they protect this 1-0 advantage? Or are they still going to go on to get the second goal? Whilst the goal will definitely serve as a wake-up call for Sibanor United to see if they can get the equalizer or get more goals.
Definitely expecting this goal to be a wake-up call for Sibanor United. Earlier on, they were getting couple number of good chances, and all squandered by Vicente. And now TMT get this one in this early minutes of the first half, and they makes it count. No doubt that he definitely wore the number 10. This is what we expected from a star player. This is what we expected from a good bowler. Whenever you get the opportunities, the first chance you get it, you squander. The second chance you get it, you bury it for your side. And of course, these are games that we don't expect players to be squandering chances, more especially forward players that are definitely trained, built up for this game. You are trained, and then you have the time to study your opponent for a quite number of times. When they get mistakes like this one, you capitalize from that, and then you score. And now Sibanor United have to be forced from chasing, and if they are not very much mindful, they are going to concede as much as they have already conceded here, pa.
And it's another massive strike, and Ali Hussein getting the ball forward. TMT hoping to get the second and possibly get this game beyond the reach of Sibanor United. Already a wake-up call. Modlamin Koli has been introduced, replacing Fa Keba Sen. It is now the chance. Ali Hussein once more, getting it forward to the center forward. And the goalkeeper arriving is a penalty! On a penalty awarded by the central referee. Protest coming from the faithfuls of Sibanor United and their players. And the Sibanor United players have already grouped around this the central referee Omar Salah.
And you could see the player for TMT already down injured. And the goalkeeper seems to be surprised. He seems to be surprised after the central referee awarding that penalty. But already the central referee Omar Salah Lamin Jara has already handed a penalty and a chance for TMT to get the second goal if they will definitely have the chance of getting this goal.
There is no second chance for him to be sent to the monitor for Sibanor to see whether they will have an escape route. But again, as soon as that ball was played in, you knew that once the goalkeeper committed himself, there was always going to be one thing, and it was a case of, is the striker going to be bold enough to leave his leg there? And that's exactly what he did. An advancing goalkeeper who had nothing to stop him, can only go in and rush in. And the spot on the referee, I think he was right there, and the easiest job for him was to point to the spot. And yeah, we are just 5 or 10 or 7 minutes into the second half, and the quality between the two now is beginning to show. Although this is promotional playoffs, Sibanor were in it last year, but that was for the second tier, and now they are into this. That's for the top tier. But again, with what we have seen so far, there is that difference in class. That's top tier versus second tier.
It's an opportunity for TMT to get the second goal, and the newly introduced player, Khalifa Sane, step up. He was brought down, awarded the penalty, and step up to deliver, and will face the shot stopper, Ibrahim Sane. Khalifa Sane against Ibrahim Sane. 23 on his back, tall and lanky. The forward for TMT. Could this be a moment for TMT to put this game beyond the reach of Sibanor United? Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. TMT lead 2-0 at the late Osman Saho football field. And this could be a moment for TMT to move closer and closer to the final of the promotion playoffs, Alasan.
Indeed, Ching, this is what it counts to be more mature than a team that you are playing against. You let them enjoy possession. In some other times, you just try to be nurturing them until when they feel like they are now matured, you come over them and then you overpower them. And of course, this is definitely what we are seeing TMT doing in the heart of Sibanor United here. Within 7-8 minutes, you are able to score 2 goals, and of course, this is definitely showing you that they are more powerful than them, they are more compact than them, they are more organized than them, and of course, they are more matured than them. Sibanor get it. 3 clear-cut chances, they were unable to bury it. None of them was able to score in the first half, and now they are getting it in the early minutes. TMT on the other side getting it in the early minutes, being able to score 2 within 8 minutes. I think Sibanor now would have a lot of tasks here to do if only they want to continue competing for this play of possession here.
Thank you very much, Alasan. Earlier on, Lamin Jara. Magnificent turnout from the late Osman Saho football field, and TMT currently on the driving seat, leading 2-0 against the Sibanor United side. But of course, it is always dangerous to have a 2-0 advantage, Lamin Jara. We have seen it in the World Cup on multiple occasions. But could Sibanor United also have the chance of pulling a goal back and even going on to get both goals back and pushing TMT to the wire?
Yeah, it's by no means over. At 2-0, this game is still wide open, and all of a sudden, if you're here in the persuasion of Sibanor now, you'll be asking yourself, those chances that they miss in the first half, that Vicente, you feel one to one, and that shot with the weaker foot that almost brushes the outside of the net in the first half, all of a sudden, you'll be asking yourself, had those chances went in, it would have been a different game altogether. Now that they are 2-0 down, how they react now is very important from now against the rest of the evening. But again, if you know Ibrahim Kamara and you know this Sibanor United team, they never back off. They never surrender. You feel they will fight up to the very last dot. And now the next goal is very important. But TMT will be kicking themselves if they go home not winning this. 2-0 in a promotion playoff, that's advantage. That's a huge advantage. And I think with their experience, with Yusuf Asanya in goal, it ought to be sufficient. But in recent times in football, you never know. We've seen it in the World Cup. Could it happen here again?
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. And of course, I was going to get you back to this. In the men's FF Cup in the round of 32, TMT led 2-0 against Serekunda FC. And all of a sudden, Serekunda FC equalized both goals. And of course, had the chance. This is Ali Hussein arriving. And not just in time to poke home to get the 3rd goal for TMT. And of course, Lamin, we have seen it here against Serekunda FC. But we only hope that doesn't happen to the team once again.
Yeah, that was a different competition altogether. For me, I think, for TMT, the league will definitely be the bread and butter for them. They want to go back to where they belong. They want to rub shoulders with the elite teams in the division, in the top flight, next season. And you feel, yeah, that was cup football, that was cup tie. So if there is a team that knows that 2-0 is by no means over, it should be TMT. They were there before, but this now will be they will leave themselves in shambles if they were to go and leave this place with nothing.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Alia on Alasan bar cross comes in. And TMT having the players to deal with that. Ali Hussein dropping deep for some defensive duty despite being an attacking player. And Francis Gomez also doing some defensive duty. This is Ali Hussein driving forward, looking for penetration, laying it on the far side. And the flag has already gone up against TMT. Of course, at some point their supporters thought that would have been the chance of getting the third goal. But already the tempo of the game Alasan has definitely risen. Of course, earlier on we have seen 2 goals coming from TMT. Both goals definitely serve as a wake-up call for Sibanor United to see if they can also get an equalizer in this contest.
Yeah, the dynamic of this game have definitely changed here, and of course you could definitely see some other tactical changes happening within the squad of Sibanor United. And the introduction of some other fresh like Usain Usanyang, he have been one of the most outstanding fullback for Sibanor United. He's also now been introduced here, and I know the motive behind introducing him is here for strengthening your attacking force there, because they have understand that they are 2-0 down, and of course this is a game that you have to do it now or it is over for you. And Ibrahima is a tactical manager there. He have been doing very, very, very well, fantastic in the league during his time there, and I'm definitely expecting him to do some other tactical formation here that will definitely work out for him if only possible. And players like Francis Gomez should definitely pop up for their side to be able to bring them into this game, equalize the level, and of course push this game to be doing a remontada here if possible here, Pa.
Thank you very much, Alasan. It has been a magnificent first half, and already we have seen a fantastic second half, by far better than the first period. TMT scored twice in the second period, forced through Yankuba Sise before Khalifa Sane getting the second from the spot, after Khalifa being brought down by the shot stopper of Sibanor United, Ibrahim Sane. Central referee Omar Salah pointed to the spot to give the chance to TMT to deliver the penalty. And Seni Nyasi behind the ball. More of the players of Sibanor United arriving. And we have already seen another introduction being effected by head coach Ibrahim Kamara, Vicente. And Vicente has been pushed off the ball and rewarded at a great position. And Sibanor United will now rely on Francis Gomez to deliver. More of their players arriving. Impressive turnout from the Osman Saho football field. Sibanor and TMT playing in different leagues, top and second division. Sibanor United finished 5th with 51 points, whilst TMT finished 14th with 33 points. The side is currently leading 2-0 against the Sibanor B side playing in the second division. It is Francis Gomez. Francis Gomez to deliver. 2-man wall assembled by TMT. Every player of the top division club behind the ball. Every player. Francis behind the ball. Sibanor United planning to get something from this. Strike comes in, crash on the wall. And Francis receiving the ball once more. And he has been brought down for the second time. And Francis will probably get that delivery once more. But already Seni Nyasi has also arrived. Probably one of the two will take this delivery. Either Seni Nyasi or Francis Gomez. And that ball, the central referee has already asked the player to get the ball once more, and it has been a lively and entertaining showdown. It is currently discussion between head central referee Omar Salah and Seni Nyasi. 2-man wall assemble once more. Every player behind the ball for TMT. Aliu nearly got the goalkeeper unaware, and the central referee has already given a foul. Lamin Jara, of course, a huge protest from the Sibanor United players.
Yeah, there is always going to be protests, knowing how this game is panning out so far. Because both sets of supporters will hope that the decisions go their way. And Yusufa Sanyang, if you know him, being as experienced as he is, for me, he knew he lost the ball. So all what he needed to do was to throw himself, and look for it. And looking for it, he got it. So that was experience, top notch from him.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Earlier on, Alassane Ba and Yusufa is still down injured, receiving medical attention, and he wouldn't be in any hurry as the score is definitely in their favor. Of course, Alassane, one thing that amazes me here is, of course, the turnout, despite the distance. Because looking at Sibanor United and his fans, and their fans rather, we believe key of their supporters must be coming from Fonyi and satellite communities in Fonyi or around Fonyi. And also the TMT side, we also believe are currently being backed by a huge support base here. But all said and done, we can say the turnout here has been impressive. And then, of course, this is definitely telling us a lot of good things about the promotional playoffs. One thing that we can say for certain is a lot of people are having interest in this contest, and they will definitely love to see their side advance in the to the top division, to be precise.
Well, this is a very, very big game. I'm looking at Sibanor United, a team that definitely got their spot in the first debut season in the second division league, being able to fight up until that they have to definitely see themselves in the promotion level here, playing a game against a first division team to see themselves get a spot if possible, so that they will definitely work out and then compete in the first division league if possible. Will definitely attract a lot of fans, and knowing the ambience that how Fonyi people definitely love football, how they definitely love supporting their teams, will definitely tell you that this is a massive congrats to them. And then Sibanor at large, they did absolutely well, and then they will definitely get the support from their fans. And here now TMT leading the scoreline 2-0, and getting an experienced goalkeeper like Yusuf Asanyang would definitely use every opportunity that he have, every moment that he have, every chance that he have to wind down the clock here. Already the scoreline is definitely in their favor, and now they wouldn't want to concede any goal here. And one of the two things that you will definitely put this game into is using the net mind that he had to wind down the clock, because once he's down, there will be no football play continuous here.
Modlamin Koli, one of the latest entrants to Vicente, around the edge of the 18, trying to maneuver his way out. Fode Master Tamba is one of the central defenders. And Vicente Gomez seems to be struggling against the experienced defenders of TMT Football Club. He had 3 glorious opportunities in this first period, but could not put that beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. And Vicente Gomez is one of those players leading the line for Sibanor United. Already we have seen Abdullah Tamba warming for Ibrahima Kamara and his side. Probably he could be one of the players to be injected any moment from now. Yankuba Sise is injured, who scored the first goal for TMT. Before substitute, Khalifa Sane getting the second from this spot. And TMT on the driving seat, leading 2-0 at the late Osman Saho football field. Can the team hold on to the 2-0 advantage? Now remains to be seen, as both goals have served as wake-up calls for Sibanor United, who are currently down by 2-0. Vicente has been rewarded and has the physical presence to cause problems for the central defenders. Francis Gomez, Adama to Osman Kamara. Osman to Francis, who is already dropping deep for some defensive duty. Now the chance for Sibanor United to drive forward. And to the latest entrant. And both sides will hope to advance and have the chance of meeting Elite or Balosar in the final. And now Sibanor United need to score, not only to score, but need to score twice to have any chance of playing in the final, in the promotional playoffs. And now Adama Kamara on the right, Seni Nyase. Fantastic combination. And Adama was able to recover that ball once more. Seni Nyase. Osman Kamara getting it to Francis Gomez around the edge of the 18, trying to maneuver his way, calling in for a foul, but central referee had nothing to it. Another penalty out, but of course this time central referee had nothing to it, Jara.
Yeah, obstruction. Obstruction it was, because knowing that Fra is left-footed, and he was always going to pull away from that angle. The defender just went and stood there and waited for him, and he banged into him. It was obstruction, but again, the referee was spot on there, and I think, it was in the box, and it could have gone either way. But again, TMT on that occasion escape with it.
TMT survived, and now the chance once again for Sibanor United. Continue to pile pressure inside. Francis Gomez delivery! Fantastic save, and this time around another decent block by the shot stopper. What a save from the shot stopper earlier on, and finally to the central defenders. And Alasan, Sibanor United must be kicking at themselves by now after failing to, of course, bury that chance. And now Francis Gomez once more, trying to dribble past a group of players. Francis arriving once again. And now TMT will use the moment to wind down the clock. Magnificent and glorious opportunity for Sibanor United to pull one back, but unfortunately squandered another glorious opportunity.
So that was indeed a glorious opportunity for Sibanor to pull one back, but so unfortunate that it was definitely equal. So Yusuf Asanyang to save his team, and of course the collective combination of his defense line too was definitely absolute defensive work did there by their defenders. And I think Sibanor United by now should have been able to score a goal if definitely they want to keep fighting for this victory here, or in fact equalizing this level time by scoring one and scoring another one again to come from down to equalize this level time. They are already now in the game. They have been motivated. They are coming up, and then TMT are getting some other players. One of their most outstanding players is down there nursing some other pains. Probably that might be his last minute in this game here. And if he leaves the pitch here, it's also another opportunity for Sibanor United to have ease in their defending line, because he's one of those players that is definitely piling that pressure under their defense line. And now they have introduced their main striker. They are now playing two strikers forward, and of course they are now using two strike system. And now their defense line is being released, bringing Ushenu, who is also another player that loves attacking than defending. Whenever he is also his team is also advancing, is that player that already normally pushed into the forward area to support his team. Looking at how much he's contributing in the attacking force, you will definitely see that is adding something to Sibanor United. And TMT have a lot of tax here to defense. Defending Francis Gomez, full 90, Adam Kamara, and their main striker, the number 19, here would be a very, very difficult task for TMT to do here, Pa.
Thank you very much, Alasan Ba. This is entertaining and lively. Entertaining and lively from the Osman Saho football field. And TMT will now have the chance. Ali Hussein to Sane. And finally, it's a throw in. Abdullah Tamba introduced. Vicente Gomez out. Vicente Mendy rather. Vicente Mendy has been taken off and being replaced by Abdullah Tamba. And Lamin Jara looking at the movements of Ibrahim Kamara since from the beginning of the game. He doesn't look worried. I think he was able to attain his first objective, that is to maintain the team in the second division. Anything that comes after that is definitely going to be a bonus for him.
Yeah, you were there on the rainy day when during that documentary at the box bar, when we were asked what is the expectation of the Sibanor United team. I said, I think the primary objective, and Ibrahim Kamara knows it, he doesn't have to be over ambitious. Surely he doesn't have to be very, very greedy. And Sibanor, by no means, nobody expected them to be where they are today. Remember July in 2025, they were playing a promotional playoffs in the second division, for the second division from the third division. And now they are thinking of playing, in the pinnacle of Gambian football. For me, in 12 months, what has happened is just extraordinary. We know once they regularize their status and making sure that they are a second-tier team next season, that has already been a success. And whatever adds up to that is bonus. If they are to turn this and go into the first division next season, that will be a story, that will be told in generations to come, because that was not the objective. You ask him, he will tell you that was never the objective. But as you go on, as these opportunities keeps on presenting themselves, bit by bit you want to take them, bit by bit you want to grab them. At a point they were top of the league. And at a point, they were out of the playoffs altogether. And all of a sudden, they came back again. They are like that monster mentality team, and here they are. But like I said, they should be proud of themselves. You know, even the fans who have traveled today to make this journey to come and watch this, at the beginning of the season, you were going to be booed and laughed at to predict that Sibanor will be here on the, of course, this month of July and playing rubbing shoulders with TMT, trying to go into the top division. So all in all, I think it has just been fantastic, and what a story it has been. But again, at 2-0, this game is by no means over. How is it not 2-1 Sibanor? Only Yusufa Sanyang can answer that. If the first clearance was scrappy, the second was a world-class save from a brilliant goalkeeper.
Thank you very much, Lamin Ajara. Earlier on, we have seen Yusuf Asanyang going down, but after receiving medical treatment from the medical team, he's already back on his feet. And earlier on, we have also seen the goalkeeper Musa Kamara warming on the far end, preparing to be introduced if Yusufa isn't able to continue. But already it is 2-0 up for TMT. But this game is by far from over. It's definitely far from over. Earlier on, we have seen Sibanor United on multiple occasions having opportunities to at least pull one back. Initially in the first period, they had opportunities at least to get their noses in front in the first half, but could not hit the back of the net. And in the second half, we've seen TMT got 2 goals, second half goals, just from the break. And now TMT on the driving seat. But of course, this has also put a lot of pressure on Sibanor United, who are currently working tirelessly to make sure they are able to pull at least a goal back, and also going further to at least get the second if they can do.
Well, definitely. Earlier on, Sibanor United were playing fantastic football in the first half, and of course they were able to withstand any attack coming from that side of TMT. And even when TMT come up from the locker room here, their tactic definitely worked for them. It's like their manager told them, let's come up from them, let's come out on them. Within the 10 minutes, we definitely need to score. And luckily they score, and then they were able to get another penalty, which they capitalized on to score too. Sibanor United in the other side have opportunities to score and then pull out one from that, and then they squandered it. There are massive opportunities. Still, the time is young for them. They can definitely do it. It is possible. Argentina did it within 15 minutes. They were able to come out too. So Sibanor United would definitely not be a huge surprise to people when they are able to come out from the 2-0 down to 2-2, and then of course leaving it even to 3-2 if possible here. So they have those good caliber of players. Francis Gomez is playing still in the pitch, and once Francis is in the pitch, he can definitely decide a game at any minute from now. And I think Fita need to tell his boys definitely to capitalize on the opportunities that they are getting. You don't need to squander a chance. When you are squandering your chance, when you are squandering your opportunities, know that your opponents would definitely not do that. So and that is definitely what teams definitely beat each other. When you fail to score, they get to score, and then they will definitely have to score you. Pa.
Thank you very much, Alasan Ba. Earlier on, Lamin Ajara. It is an entertaining and lively showdown with an impressive turnout from the Osman Saho football field. TMT wouldn't be in any hurry. The score is already in their favor. TMT in the second period got 2 second half goals through Yankuba Sise and substitute Khalifa Sane. Yankuba Sise broke the deadlock before Khalifa Sane stepped up to get the second goal after being brought down by the goalkeeper Ibrahim Asane of Sibanor United, and central referee Omar Salah pointed to the spot, giving the opportunity to TMT to get that spot kick. Modlamin Koli. Now to Abdullah Tamba for Sibanor United. Seni Nyase. Seni getting it for Tamba once more. And Tamba being introduced in the second period. Looking for penetration to Seni Nyase once more. And this is Adama Kamara, who operates on the right side of the defense. Landing. And Landing Jaju still struggling to find his way out. And this time it's a weaker effort from Landing into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Yusufa Sanyang. And Yusufa wouldn't be in any hurry as the score is already in their favor. And we could see more and more of their players going down as a result of injury, Lyman Jara. Probably they are using the moment to wind down the clock as the score is definitely in their favor. They just need to defend this, and they will, of course, be in the final of the promotion playoff.
Yeah, they don't want to hear any whistle now other than the whistle for the final, or the final whistle, if you like, for TMT. And Sibanor will just want to keep on going and going and going. But yes, this game now is growing older, and of course, is beginning to slip away from Sibanor. We've talked about the possibilities of, turning it on its head. But 2-0, like I said, said, is huge and is massive. We've seen it in the World Cup. We've seen it everywhere. TMT were involved in the cup in cup football this year. But again, remember, this is not a team that has Lionel Messi. This is not a team that has all those world-class players we are talking about. And it's a promotional playoff. And you feel, the way that this TMT side is playing is they want to slow the tempo. They just want to make it boring. They just want to get this thing out of the game, just to make sure that it always restarts. And once it always restarts, it just gets the intensity out of it altogether. And now it's about time now for Ibrahima Kamara and Sibanor to throw everything they have. Not every day you play a promotional playoff. You're here in 2025. You never know, or in 2026. You never know when this is going to come again. And on that 22 minutes of normal time remaining, you got to throw everything you have, absolutely everything. Make them cause mistakes, make them find it difficult to do the next run and all those stuff. So it's over to Sibanor now to see how this game is going to end. Is our TMT going to be comfortable, or is it going to be a Navi ending for them? But at this point now, Sibanor just have to throw everything they have. That's the only thing. They just have to find the next goal just to give this game and the fans of travel something to think about.
Thank you very much, Lamine Jara. Time getting older, growing older and older, and growing older for Sibanor United. And Abdullah Tamba is currently leading the line. Tony Senghor to the shot stopper, Yusufa Sanya. Yusufa is currently in goal for TMT. And Ali Hussein, the youngster. Ali Hussein. Now the chance for TMT to drive forward, dressed in green and white colors, around the edge of the 18, trying to get the third goal into the gloves of the shotstopper. And Ibrahim Sane will solely get that ball off as quickly as possible, as the score is definitely not in their favor. The side trailed by 2-0 against the resolute and defensive-minded TMT setup. And TMT having great central defenders who are working tirelessly to defend every ball that is, of course, coming from Sibanor United. And Sibanor will now have a huge mountain to climb. Ali Hussein getting it around the center. The player is already on a yellow card. Fantastic combination TMT, playing in the top division against the second division side. Both sides will hope to get a spot in the final. And both sides will love to get a spot in the final to have any chance of getting to the top division. Is that a possibility? Now it is, of course, in the hands of TMT, only if they are able to squander this Alassane.
I think they would definitely not want to squander these opportunities. Are definitely rare to have. When you have them, you capitalize from them. And TMT were about to relegate. They get the opportunity to play the playoff. Now again, leading 2-0 over a second division team. They would definitely not want to squander that. If they squander this one, it is over for them. And playing they know when they go back to the second division league, it is definitely going to be very hard for them. They are going to play against a team that are definitely there also to see themselves promoted to the first division league. You get your chance of staying in the league, you squander it. You get your chance now again to get yourself a spot in the playoff final, you squander that one. It will be a very, very big howler for TMT if only they do that here in this afternoon. Leading 2-0 here already over a second division team, they won't definitely let this go for nil for them. So at the moment, Sibanor United, all that they are doing, they are all out for only scoring a goal. They are again forgetting that they have a task of defending, because when you are playing against team like this one, players like this one, matured players that are well more matured in the league than you should definitely not be eager of only scoring. Be cautious on how much you defend your team, because here when they consider third goal already in the time is already aging for them, they will definitely feel it so much difficult to get themselves that goal to bring this game into a level time. So Sibanor have a lot of tasks ahead of them at the moment. Coming from 2-0 down is a big task already. And also defending this team again from not scoring is another task of them already. And they have been getting opportunities. They squandered everything here.
Had the chance but got squandered. And now TMT will surely get this long and high. That wouldn't count and wouldn't trouble the goalkeeper either. Ibrahim Sane, the shot stopper, very busy in his goal post. And Ibrahima on his side will surely love to get something from this contest. Whilst TMT under Osman Jaune will love to wind down every clock. He will love to use the moment to wind down the clock. Modlamin Demba introducing the second period. And Demba He's one of the experienced players, played for Real de Banjul before joining TMT Football Club. Fode Master Tamba getting it forward to Mustafa Toure. Toure around the edge of the 18. Could this be a moment to get the third goal? Fantastic strike and fantastic save from the shot stopper. And the player had every opportunity. But currently, Lamin Jara, I thought the player was at a very tight angle for him to be able to get that goal at the back of the net.
Yeah, at the far corner. Although the angle was acute, and then it was so tight for him. But then he could have gone for placement at the far corner. But again, he decided to go for post, and the goalkeeper saved it. I think, in as much as Sibanor want to get themselves back into this game by reducing the deficit to half, they should be aware of the next goal, because the next goal is just going to kill this game. And you feel, no sooner the third goal goes in, you feel, this crowd that we are talking about will start to find their way home. So in as much as they are pushing for this, they have to be thinking about, keeping it tight, like he said, like Alassane said earlier. They have two huge tasks to do against a top division team. They have to score the next 2 goals if they want to get anything from this, and they just can't afford to concede the next goal, because where this game is now is very, very crucial. If Sibanor scores the next goal, it's game on. If TMT scores it, that's that for that.
Thank you very much, Lamin. It is getting more and more interesting going into the final moments of this lively and entertaining showdown. And of course, Ali Hussein seems to have hard struggles in getting the ball off the area. But TMT is still with the opportunity. 2-0 against Sibanor United. And every technician is constantly giving instructions. Musa Kamara, the goalkeeper, is also giving instructions. Now Abdullahi Tamba for Sibanor United. Fode Master Tamba is now the team captain, and he blocked that ball decently. TMT will use every moment to wind down the clock. Fode Master Tamba to Tony Senghor. Currently having 3 players behind the ball. And of course, we have already played 81 minutes unofficial. 81 minutes unofficial between TMT and Sibanor United. And Modlamin will surely drive forward. Modlamin Demba around the edge, experienced player. And Demba narrowly missed it. And now Sibanor United will use the moment through Modlamin Koli to break. And Koli Modlamin, Fode Master Tamba, getting it down once more to Mustafa Sedikan. Sedikan Mustafa, TMT enjoying the moment deep in their half. Back to the shot stopper, Yusufa Sanyang. Yusufa in goal. Fode Master Tamba is now the team captain. And Yusufa wouldn't be in any hurry as the score is already in their favor. They will use every opportunity to wind down the clock. Already another player for TMT is already down once again, and the medical team will be on the pitch once again to give assistance. This will definitely wind down the clock for the team as they move into the closing stages against Sibanor.
You do not blame them, do you? Everybody's gonna do this. Sibanor were always gonna do it like the way TMT are doing it if they were in that position as well. But again, if it is ever going to happen for Sibanor, it's going to happen now. They just have to score the next goal right now, because by my watch, it's 8 minutes of normal time plus whatever is going to be added on. Get the goal now if you have an interest in this, and then give it an almighty crack in the remaining minutes to see what's possible. But you feel it's slipping away from them. Like I said, bit by bit, this game is beginning to go towards 90, and bit by bit, TMT are beginning to be very close to the final and trying to go back. Remember, they want to go back, and remember, Sibanor want to climb. So it's a case of now, go for plan B. The ball should be traveling. It should be in the 18-yard. It should be giving Yusufa Sanyang a lot of questions, and of course, unsettle the defense. Moments like that, let the ball come in. For me, when we are 2-0 down with 5 or 4 minutes of normal time remaining, you go back to plan B, and that is to say, bring in as much forward players as possible. Keep on launching the ball inside the penalty area. During those crowded moments, all things are possible.
During those crowded moments, all things are possible. A word from a colleague and brother Lamin Jara earlier on Alassane Ba. It has been a magnificent and lively showdown, and it is already a 2-0 advantage for TMT Football Club. And it has been a lively and entertaining showdown. And Sibanor United still down by 2-0. And Ibrahima Kamara has been very calm on the technical dugout. Cross comes in from Seni Nyase. And Sibanor will surely deliver that once more. And Sibanor United being backed by a huge support base. And cross comes in! That nearly got the goalkeeper unaware. And that would have been at least a goal for Sibanor United. Only Yusufa Sanyang to the rescue. But Yusufa seems to be down once again. And then Lamin Jara was talking about this. And TMT will use every opportunity to wind down the clock. And Yusufa, I don't think he's injured in that instant.
I think even if when he is not injured, he will definitely use that moment, opportunity there to wind down the clock. Already you are leading. Already the time is aging. Already your team is in pressure. You will definitely, as an experienced goalkeeper, use every moment, every opportunity that you have to wind down the clock here. Your team is already on a play. So Sibanor United are all out for a goal. TMT is leading 2-0 down. You as the goalkeeper there, having any slight opportunity there to wind down the clock here. Sibanor United would not definitely want anything like that, because once he is down for some other injury, some other opportunity for winding down the clock there, they would definitely not be happy of that. Papa, Francis Gomez doing fantastically well in that.
Thank you very much. Alasan ba alia on Lamin Jara. It has been a lively and entertaining game, but already Sibanor United down and on the verge of losing it to TMT Football Club, who are currently on the driving seat. Lamin Kamara will be introduced by TMT any moment from now. Already another player down injured, and TMT just need to hold on in the closing stages of this game. In the final moments of this entertaining showdown, the side just need to hold on and have any chance of advancing to the next phase, where they will face either Elite or Balosar, which is of course going to be another cracker tomorrow afternoon at the Osman Saho football field.
Yeah, fresh from winning the FF Cup, Balosar, they will be, buoyed by that success. I only hope they don't party very well, to an extent that it affects the game. But again, they know that this is a very important game, equally as important as the final and as winning the FF Cup, because, at the end of the day, there is no such assurance policy for you that you will be promoted once you win the FF Cup. You have to try your chance here, and you have to try your luck here. For me, I think in the second division, if there is a standout team, throughout the campaign, it has to be Balosar. Looking at the brand of football they have played, looking at how they tear up opponents, looking at how they score goals and how they drive, they blow you apart. They've just been absolutely, lovely to watch throughout the second division. And you feel against an Elite United team that, for me, I think, if there is a team that has no regard for personality, a team that doesn't care the opposition, it's Elite United. So it's going to be another cracker of a game. Although, this is almost running away from Sibanor, and then TMT are so close, but whosoever wins this is only going to play another final. And the two teams that are going to go eyeball to eyeball tomorrow are two very dangerous teams when it comes to trying to win and move up. And now this is Nyasi. Remember, last year by this time he was scoring the decisive penalty to earn Sibanor United, a chance in the second division. And now this time he is here trying to, of course, create that opportunity for Sibanor to claw their way back. But again, with all due respect to TMT, I think Sibanor have just done themselves great. Everybody should be proud of what they've achieved this year. And remember, one thing I want to assure you is, from a neutral's point of view, Sibanor United will always fall down, but Sibanor United will always get up. And that is this team, and that is the mentality they have. In 2024, in July or in June, they were losing to Balosar. 2 years on now, they are here playing, trying to go to the top division. And that was just in the third division. 12 months later, they won it all together, and they are here. So this team, I will tell you, and I'm sure Ibrahim Kamara will be ready to tell you, look, we are coming back. When others tell you we are coming back, you wonder how will they come back. But when some people tell you we are coming back, they are coming back.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Into the closing stages of this lively and entertaining showdown. We have already played over 88 minutes. 2 minutes of normal time remaining and what is expected to be added on before TMT will have the chance of celebrating the victory over Sibanor United. Only if Sibanor United isn't able to score twice to possibly force this game into a post-match shootout. But anyway, it is lively and entertaining. Lamin Kamara just injected by head coach Osman Jaune. Sibanor United aren't letting it go. They are still fighting and keep fighting. Khalifa, who scored the second goal for TMT Football Club. Osman Kamara, fantastic midfielder for Sibanor United since he stays in the third division. Osman from the third division, now playing in the second division of Gambian football. Landing Jaju, the team captain, to Abdullah Tamba, who was introduced in the second half. Francis Gomez trying to protect that ball from moving off the field. And Ali Hussein will surely get that, having a lot of pace in him. 6 minutes added on, and 6 solid minutes for Sibanor United to score twice, or else they will surrender the victory to TMT Laminjara.
Yeah, TMT are very close. You know, it's a game of two sides. 6 minutes for Sibanor to do the unthinkable, and 6 minutes for TMT to shut the door and, of course, throw the key in the river, and they will be there in the final. So it's a case of, can Sibanor do the almighty comeback? At the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. At the moment, that's not the type of football they are playing. You know, at the moment, those are not the type of chances they are creating. And at the minute, I was asking myself, I do not go to the training ground, but why do you have to keep Abdullah Tamba, you know, on the bench in a game like this? For me, since he was introduced, he has been just in the thick of things. He has just been launching that ball in, running and closing spaces, and trying to make sure that his team goes on. So for TMT, they're in a good place. Everybody that is associated with TMT is in a good place. They know they don't have to score. They just have to do what they are doing right now, that is keeping the ball.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara, into the closing stages. And that was lifted forward, but the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up for an offside. And Ibrahima Kamara, not very much industrious on the technical area. Probably he might be saying anything that comes out of this contest, we are definitely going to get it in good faith. I could remember when they were defeated by Balosar in the final few seasons ago. When we got an interview with him, he said, we are coming back stronger next season. And that season went to the final, defeated Kunkujang Friends, and here they are playing in the second division of Gambian football. And probably it is still the same mentality with head coach Ibrahima Kamara. He might be saying, okay, hence we cannot get to the top division this season. Next year in the second division, we have to come all out to get to the fourth division automatically without going through the playoffs.
Yeah, it looks to be the mentality that he have when let's go for the fourth season, we just test what is there, and then the second season we understand actually what is there. We will definitely have to maneuver our way through the easiest way, and then he will definitely get a spot in the fourth division league. He will tell you come next season. He's one of those coaches that will definitely tell you the first season if I lose, if I fail, know that the second season if I come I will definitely do all best out there to get what I definitely want. Earlier on this year, what he used to tell people that I am not here to see myself promoted to the first division league this season. If it happens, it happens. But it's not the main objective here for me. And he have already definitely do fantastically well. That his objective was to stay in the league, and then he stayed in the league. Now he's already seen playing in the promotion zone here, in the playoff here, and playing here against this team, losing 2-0 here. Earlier on in the first half, he got those opportunities here to even see himself playing in the final here. He lost them, he squandered them, and like Jara will say, you have some other question to answer, because there are some other players that are definitely playing here. You will definitely ask yourself, why were these players not starting this game? Why don't they start this game? Looking at his number 19, Kujabi, the point striker, he's one of the most outstanding strikers you have so far in this league here. And also other players here, these are games that a coach definitely need no player rest here. You need every player who definitely doing fantastically well for you to bring it here for you. And you will definitely see that from the fans now. They are already disparate. It is already looks like a game over for them, Pa.
Thank you very much, Alasan. Into the closing stages. And of course, Lamin, that has already got everybody into a laughter. At some point, I thought that was game over. But all of a sudden, I had to get that gesture to the central referee, and then the game is still on.
Yeah, you know, that adds up to the story. Yeah, at a minute, you know, that was miscommunication there, and Yusufa Sanyang, you know, caught off guard, but somehow he recovered well. I think he's slipping away. This game is going away from this team that is decked out in royal blue and luminous green. You know, I think they've done well to sum up their campaign. If there is a team that has achieved more than expected, surely it's this team. If there is a team that has come in and tick every box, surely it's this team. You know, promotion wasn't only enough. Ibrahim Scoop, the manager of the month, for twice. You were telling me, and that all those things, and the traveling supporters, will be proud of what this team has done. I know they will have their moment. Their day will come, but it's not going to happen today.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara, into the closing stages. Sibanor United still down 2-0 against TMT. And Sibanor having 3 players behind the ball. Francis Gomez, the most eye-catching player for the Sibanor United side. Fantastic game he had. And the AC Hosen's boy is already behind the ball alongside Abdullah Tamba and Aseni Nyase. And is a set piece. Francis Gomez to deliver. Strike comes into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Yusufa Sanyang. And Yusufa wouldn't be in any hurry. The score is already in their favor. And earlier on, we have seen an additional 6 minutes added on. Could this be a moment for TMT to maneuver their way out to the final of the promotional playoffs? And now the side is edging closer. Modlamin Kamara injected in the second period. Fantastic combination coming from the boys in green and white. And TMT, under the guidance of Osman Jaune, could any moment celebrate a famous victory. At some point they were under pressure, and at this moment they are currently hopeful that they are edging closer in getting a spot in the final. Francis Gomez. And finally, it's a foul awarded to Francis, and claps coming from the faithfuls of Sibanor United. Yes, in every moment and in every drive of Francis Gomez. And that is the final whistle. And it is full time at the Osman Saho football field, and TMT are of course getting to the final where they will face either Elite United or Balosar, while Sibanor United has already crashed out in totality.
Yeah, they came as favorites, expected to win this, considering all the experience and all the, what they have in the locker. 0-0, thanks to Sibanor. They kept them at bay. They shut the door. They had their chances of their own. They could not make them pay. And then in the second half, it was a case of one team with desire. It was a case of one team that wanted to win it. And for me, all the drama happened in 5 minutes of madness in the second half. But the first goal, an absolute beauty. You have to watch that goal again to see how brilliant it was from number 10, Yankuba Sise. Used the defender as a shield and slaughtered it at the bottom corner, 1-0. From then on, it was a case of the next goal, and they did not just relent. Moments later, the man who won the penalty sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and 2-0, TMT. They feel there is still work to be done. They are still under pressure. They still want to go. And then again, they have to face another second division team in the name of Balosar or Elite, in the final, and trying to go back. And the minimum requirement for them is to go back to where they belong. Anything other than that, it will be regarded as failure. Well, but for Sibanor, like we always say, this team should be proud of themselves. It's not all over. They still have to go to the second division and fight and fight and fight and come back again. Now that they have the experience, now that they have set the bar very high, next year, anything less than the playoffs will be regarded as a failure.
Thank you very much, and we would have loved to stay on and on with Lamin Jara as far as this game is concerned. But already it is full time, and TMT won 2-0 against Sibanor United. This is where we're going to draw the curtain.